Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map. I wanted to just share with you this cool deck that I received for a review from, I try to say it as I think it's pronounced, Äkta Spåman. Äkta is an artist and she had an oracle deck released before. This is oracle and tarot. It's called Outgrow Yourself, and when I saw it, I really loved just the idea about that comes with it. And when I received it just now, I only opened it. The cards came in, in the box, and they actually came in two piles. So you can see that it's there's a tiny little bit split in the half because of the separation when they were packed. But I think it's going to disappear with use very quickly. And this deck is actually based on Toph, which is fascinating because I'm started using Toph quite often these days. And it says here that the Outgrow Yourself Oracle and Tarot is a universal tool that offers easy access to fully understanding oneself. The flowers, so you've got different plants and flowers on the cards, and the flowers will guide you in every way decisions and offer eternal wisdom. Knowing your future is growing your future. I love that. Knowing your future is growing your future. That's how I love to use tarot as well, not as a always a definite voice, and this is what is going to happen. And yes, sometimes this is what is going to happen, but most often we do have a fair amount of self-responsibility and self-creation and cooperation that tarot deck shows us what we want or what we don't want or what we don't see, what we need to see. So I'm just going to go through these cards, show you how they look. And these are the backs. They're really cool. I love this quirky deck. So why I found it really interesting, let me just bring it a little bit closer. Why I found it specifically interesting is that in the major arcana we see the name of the card, and it's Oracle Tarot. So every card has a little kind of well, I always call them prayers, but it has like a little sentence that like in the story Medicine Tarot in Animal Woman, when Jess just gave us these prayers, and that's what kind of in some way sums up the archetype we're dealing with. It's Äkta's artwork. She's an artist, so that's what she drew, the paintings in the cards. And when we go through them, you can see how the card expresses its essence through this sentence, okay? So here we have the full grow through life. We have the magician, trust your tools, and each card has a different plant. It doesn't come with a little white book or any other book for that reason. I think it's just for you to figure out. And I don't think it's a botanical deck in this sense. I think she just liked the plants and is connected to the plants. So we don't get any information what the name of the plant is and so on. But you do get this little sentence. Your voice will guide you, and I love it because I don't know, I just love unique decks and something different, and this is something that is fun. I enjoy the artwork. It's a bit quirky and funky also at the same time, just modern and a little bit different to everything that I have. So this is Cultivate Your Garden for the Empress. That's really awesome. You can see it with the babes, but you can also see it as a business. You can see it as community, friends, and so on, whatever it's important to you. Outgrow Yourself for the Emperor. You carry the seed for the Hierophant. And you can see a little bit connotation to the Hierophant from Toph. The Lovers is how far would you go for love? Come on, that's a cool question to ask. You are allowed to grow for the Chariot. Follow your passion for last. Hermit, oh, I love this image. What grows in the shade? That's cool. Grow anything for the Wheel of Fortune. I love it. That's humorous also, It's like, instead of having all these different 4 features here, she like clumped them or in this part of the card, and you have astrological chart here. The grass is greener on the other side is the Hangman. Look at the artwork, it's so cool. This one is so sweet, blossom for death. And often we know that when you cut off, for example, mint plants or herbs, you know, they grow stronger. Reap what you sow for justice. Plant, forget, harvest for temperance. Hide your secret under the tree for devil. I love this. This is from like Marseille Devil, right? The tower is pain is growing. The star, you are a full sun plant, a full sun plant. You are a full sun plant. That's interesting. Plant by the moon for the moon. Don't forget to water your plants for the sun. It's a bit different to what you usually think of the sun, right? But you could say maybe that the star would be you are a full sun plant. But don't forget to water your plants. You get a little bit of the shade of the sun cards, right? Sometimes too much sun, it's not good enough. I mean, it's not good. Grow out of it for the Eon, so that you also see the Judgment card in Thoth card. In Thoth deck is called the Eon. And the universe is trust and surrender. And then you have like Ace of Cups. Now is the time for the Ace of Cups. And then I thought, like, you know, you can see that the keywords on the cards, you don't have numbers, you just have the keywords. The keywords of the cards are taken straight from the Thoth deck. So it's love, for love. There's abundance for the Three of Cups. Even though they look like they smashing each other into their faces, I don't know, smacking. Abundance. Then we have luxury, stay away from instant gratification. I love those keywords. Behind every cloud is another cloud, disappointment. That's also pretty cool. And we have disappointment in Thoth. Then we have choose joy for pleasure. And you can see how kind of similar the feel is. The barge, don't drown in a glass of water. So that's interesting. This card is always this word. You know that every time I see it, I kind of have to put it into Google Translate to remind myself how I translate it. There is something, and it's funny that it's Seven of Cups. There's something that I cannot grasp. What you allow will continue for indolence with the Eight of Cups. That's really amazing. I love what she wrote, you know, the little things that I always find it so hard. When somebody does it well, it's just so amazing. Happiness, go to your happy place with Nine of Cups. And 10 of Cups, you already have everything you need. So I'm not going to show the Thoth anymore, but I just wanted to show you how that works. And the court cards, they also show, you know, Princess of Cups. And look how sweet. What is keeping you caged? What do you secretly wish for the Prince of Cups? Love the colors. Queen of Cups, do you accept yourself fully? So with court cards, you have questions. And we rise by lifting others is for Knight of Cups. There is no question here, but like knights got the shit together, right? So Ace of Discs is you're already there in joy. And then we have change for Two of Discs. Maybe I'm not going to read all of those. You get a drift, and they're really amazing. Works for Three of Discs. Don't invite everyone to your castle for power. You know, in Thoth, the Four of Pentacles, it's quite like guarded. That's funny. Begin with yourself. Worry, Five of Pentacles. Success at Six of Pentacles. Find your purpose. You only fail when you stop trying is for failure. And I love it also intuitively, you know, how they have facial expressions, their postures, trust and rest for prudence, make your goals reality for gain. That's Nine of Pentacles, I think, or is it Eight of Pentacles? Wealth for 10 of Pentacles, yeah, so 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. Princess of Discs, risk everything to gain everything. Be patient, things are set in motion. Prince of Discs, oh, look at her. Queen of Discs and Knight of Discs. Then we have Ace of Swords. Why do you ask what you already know? That's awesome. What you stay focused on will grow, for peace. So for Two of Swords, that's interesting. Sorrow, I actually love it. You know, my stalker card, Two of Swords. That's a cool, what you stay focused on will grow. That's a nice advice to give someone if they pull Two of Swords, because usually it's this kind of, you know, I call it now dynamic silence, but it's also that a still point when maybe you're holding two opposite decisions or two opposite opinions. You kind of maybe waiting to move or to make the right move. You open up for, you know, kind of having this creative tension within yourself. So what you stay focused on will grow. I think that's awesome. He who learns must suffer. I like it because it comes with astrology here, and sometimes knowledge, more awareness can bring you pain. Be there for truth. Defeat. Science for Six of Swords. Futility for 7. Are you wasting your time? Stop resisting progress is for 8. Interference. Cruelty is the highest pleasure. Oh, that's interesting take, right? So she's like taken off her head, basically. And burn it to the ground with ruin with 10 of Swords. That's cool. When you pull this one, you're like, fuck this. Princess of Swords. Prince. Queen and Knight. Don't just wish it. So welcome everything as Ace of Wands. Find the fire inside you is Dominion, so 2 of Wands. I love how she's cracked. Virtue for 3 of Wands. Don't question your gifts. How cool are these quotes? Can you accept a new beginning? Strive. Express yourself without limitation. That's 5 of Wands. You can even see it from top. Win and give victory. Oh, that's nice. Face your fear, valor. And you can even see little Mars here. Power is present for swiftness. That's 8 of Wands. Strength. And 10 is oppression. Release yourself first. And then we have Princess of Wands. Prince of Wands. Sharing is caring for the Queen of Wands. That's cool. I make it happen for the Knight of Wands. I love it. So it's really awesome. The size of the cards is just regular tarot deck size. So it's probably 7 by 12. I'm going to riffle shuffle it. Let's see. It feels like, you know, make plain card stock kind of. It's not very thin, but it's thin enough. Oops. It doesn't really breathe well, but I'm also having camera in front of me, so, you know, bear with me. I want to shuffle it one more time. I'm going to do it this way. It shuffles okay. It shuffles okay. You just need to get it going. It's a bit stiff, obviously, when you don't use it at the first time I shuffle it. I love riffle shuffle. I can't just stop riffle shuffling. But anyway, let's do one more time. And let's pull 3 cards and see what our advice is for now. And let everyone take whatever they find useful. Grow out of it. So this is the Ian. This is our judgment card. And I love how you kind of outgrowing yourself, right? There are moments in life when you kind of coming from the position where you maybe in the past would behave differently, but because you have experience, you can decide or behave differently. And then we have begin with yourself, worry. Oh, and now it's good to know, I think this would be the 5 of Pentacles with worry. It's, if you know Toph, you know. If you don't know, you can treat it more like an oracle, right? And the sun is, don't forget to water your plants. So grow out of it, begin with yourself, with worry. Don't maybe worry basically about everything else. Start with yourself, and don't forget to water your plants. So water your talents, water what you have to share, water how you can grow, you know, and focus on this one. I love it. I think it's a cool deck. How cool is this image? Strength, reach your full potential. Wow, that's awesome. So I just wanted to share this because it's a bit longer, because it's interesting to read these images. And you can find Äkta Spåman on Instagram as well. I will link her account. Thanks for sending it. And yeah, I'm excited to keep using it. I think this is really cool. Ask us anything. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.